Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Obro. Today we are going to discuss the rest part of the numericals we have done in the earlier classes regarding the dedicated freight corridor Corporation of India for the post of executive electrical. So today we are going to solve the remaining numericals which we were doing for the circuit analysis problem. So now I'm going to begin our topic with the DFCCIL executive electrical. So we'll be doing the rest part of the questions today. So now I'm going to take a new question which came in the examination, that is a voltage divider is to give an output voltage. A voltage divider is to give an output voltage and our voltage divider is to give an output voltage of 10 volt from an input of 10 volt from an input voltage of 30 volt. I hope this question is clear to you now. So we have to calculate. So given value R2 is 100 ohm. Find the value of R1. So given value is there, is already given the question. R2 is equal to 100 ohm and find the value of R1. So we have to find the value of R1. So here the circuit diagram is given. This is here is the resistance. We have to calculate this R1, and here is other resistance, that is R2. Now here is the voltage source, that is the 30 voltage. This is the 30. This is the input voltage which is given in the question. This is the input voltage, that is the 30 volt. And this is the output voltage. Here is the output voltage. We can check. This is 10 volt. So I hope it will be very easy for you how to calculate this question. That is given the input voltage 30 volt, R1, R2 is given. R2 value is given 100 ohm, and this is in output voltage is 10 ohm. So we have to calculate here one by one. This is 100 ohm. So now we can calculate the current over here. How we can calculate the current? I is equal to we know the value I is equal to V by R, that is the output voltage divided by this resistance, second resistance. So the voltage over here is 10, we'll write here 10 volt divided by R2 is 100. So we write here 100, so it will be 0.1 ampere. So now we have to calculate this R1, this resistance. How we calculate R1? We know that R is equal to V by I. So from here we'll take R1 is equal to input voltage minus output voltage, as the resistance is located here. So input voltage minus output voltage, that is 30 minus 10. So current will remain constant, that is 0.1 ampere. So if we calculate 20 by 0.1 is 200 ohm. So this is the final answer. So I hope you have understood how I have calculated the value of R1 from this circuit. We have just taken I is equal to V by R2. We have calculated the current flowing in the circuit, and then after we have from the input resistance R1, that is the output voltage minus input voltage divided by this current, flow current 0.1 ohm, and finally we get the answer 200 ohm. So now we proceed towards the next question. I hope it is clear to you that how we are calculating all the values from here. So now we proceed towards the next question here, which came in the examination. So the next question is, find the value of V naught in the following circuit. We have to calculate the voltage. So here is find the value V naught, find the value V naught in the following circuit. In the following circuit. So the circuit is given in the examination. So I draw the circuit over here which came. That is here is a resistance, that is 3 ohm, and here is another resistance that is given here 5 ohm, and here you can see there is a voltage source over here. Is a voltage source that is 12 voltage, and there is a current source over here. This is a current source that is a 5 ampere. So here I will complete the circuit, and here is another resistance. This is the 2 ohm resistance. I hope it is visible from here. 2 ohm resistance. So this is the final circuit which gave the examination, and the current is flowing from this direction. The current value is I. So we just can calculate over here. So V naught is here, that is here is the positive and here is the negative, and this is the V naught. So we have to finally calculate the V naught from this across 2 ohm resistance. So how I calculate, you can check. We can apply the KCL over here. I'm sorry, we can apply KVL. Applying KVL, Kirchhoff voltage law. So we just take the value that as the current I is flowing through this direction, we can write 3I. Just we solve other things. The current source is here 5 ampere, and current is also I, and here 5 ampere. We can write 5 plus I ampere. Just we can add these two. So now we can calculate the current I is going, that is 3 plus I plus of 5 plus I into this resistance 5 ohm resistance plus this voltage source that is 12 volt plus of 2I, because current is going over here, this 2 ohm resistance 2I is equal to 0. Now we just calculate 3I plus 25 plus 5I plus 12 plus 2I is equal to 0. So just we do the summation, that is 3I, 5I plus 2I. So 5 plus 2 7 plus 3 10, 10I. 10I plus 37 is equal to 0. So we can write here 10I is equal to minus 37. It goes over there. So I we can write minus 37 by 10. That will be equal to minus 3.7. Minus 3.7 ampere. So now we have to calculate the V naught in the circuit. So V naught we can see across 2 ohm resistance. So we can write V naught is equal to I into R, and so is minus 3.7 into 2. So the final answer will be minus 7.4 voltage. So this is the final answer. I hope we have understood how I have calculated. Use this V naught in the following circuit. We have taken the KVL throughout the circuit, this 5 ohm, and the current I is flowing over there. So we have added 5 plus I ampere. So just we have multiplied V is equal to IR, 3 into I, plus this 5 plus I is multiplied with the 5 ohm resistance plus 12 voltage source plus current is flowing I, that is 2I. So is equal to 0. We just do full calculation. We get I is equal to minus 3.7. And V naught is across 2 ohm resistance. So we have done V naught is equal to I into R, that is 3.7 into 2, that is 7.4 voltage. I hope this numerical is now clear to you. So now I proceed to the next question. Okay, so now I take a new question. This will be the third last question which came in the examination. For the given network, find the supply current and source EMF. For the given network, find the, we have to calculate the supply current and source EMF. Find the supply current and source EMF. So now I draw the circuit over here which came in examination. That is, this is the circuit. So there is a resistance, here is another resistance, and here is there are the two resistance in parallel to each other. Is one resistance over here, there is another resistance over here, and then we join, and here is the EMF, that is the source EMF, that is connected over here. That is this source is a positive and negative. Now I take out the value which is given. R1 is 8 ohm and this R2 is 6 ohm. R2 is 6 ohm, and the current, this is the current going, that is 4.5 ampere. So this value will be given in the question, and here is also two sources, R1 and R2 in this resistance. Here is another R1, that is 16 ohm, and here is another R2, that is 8 ohm, and here is the current, this is the current I3, this is given 3 ampere. So we have to calculate the supply current and the source EMF. So now I proceed the numericals over here. So we know that V is equal to I into R. So we can easily calculate V1. V1 is R1, that is 8, into this 4.5 resistance is going over there. We calculate 4 into 5. I'm just doing a rough work over here, 40 and 32. 36. Okay, so it will be 36 volt, and now V2 will be just 6 ohm. 6 into current will remain same, 4.5. 4.5 is equal to, I'm doing again the rough work over here, 4.5 into 6 is 30, 24, 27. Okay, so it's 27 voltage. Now we can calculate over here V3, that is, we can calculate. So V3 will be nothing but V is equal to I into R, this 3 ohm resistance, into 8. This will be 24 volt. Now, so we can easily calculate the source EMF. Source EMF will be nothing but addition of all the voltages, that's 36 plus 27 plus 24. So if we add all those three voltage, it will be 51 plus 36, that is 87. So answer will be 87 volt, source EMF. Now we have to calculate the supply current. So how we calculate the supply current? So the supply current will be taken from 24 volt itself. So here will be the supply current over here. So I supply current. So supply current, current formula will remain same, that is I is equal to V by R. So this voltage, that is V3 divided by this R1, this resistance. So we just know 24 divided by 16. So it will be 1.5 ampere. So I hope it is now clear to you how I have calculated the supply current and the source EMF. We have just multiplied I into R1, I into R2, V1 and V2. V3 we have calculated with this resistance and the current, there is 24, we have added all the voltage together. Now the supply current I is equal to V by R. As the supply is from here, so we are taking this resistance, that is 24. 24 volt by 16 will come answer 1.5 ampere. So I hope this is clear to you. Now I proceed to the next question. Next question is also very much important for your examination, or maybe important for even the forthcoming examination for the dedicated freight corridor in 2021. So I'm writing the question over here. For the given network, calculate the power developed across R1 and R2 respectively. So I'm writing the question. for the given network, find the power developed across R1 and R2 respectively. So now I draw the circuit over here. That is, here are the two resistance parallel to each other. Here is one resistance, and here is another resistance. So now this is 8 ohm resistance. Okay, this 8 ohm resistance, and this is 4 ohm resistance, and the current will be I, that is 9 ampere. Okay, so this is I1 current will be here, and I2 current will be here. So how I calculate? We know the power P is equal to I square into R. So this is the general formula how to calculate the power in the circuit, develop in the circuit. Now how we calculate I1? So I1 will be this supply current 9 into 4. So it will be 4 divided by 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. So we just calculate 3. This will be 3 ampere. So similarly we calculate I2. I2 will be nothing but we have taken this as 9. So 9 will be the total supply current into. So if we take this source, that is 8 divided by 8 plus 4, that is 12. So we just multiply, cut multiplications, that is with 4, 2 and this 3, we just cut here 3, 3 to the 6, that is 3 ampere, 6 ampere. So now we have got the value I1 and I2. Now we just calculate P1. So P1 is 3 ampere, 3 square into 8, that is 9 into 8, 8 into 9, 72 ampere, this watt. Now P2 we calculate, P2 I square, I is 6 square into 8, and that is 36 into 8, we just calculate here 36 into 8, 48, 24, okay, 3, 24, 28, okay, these are 6, 8, 9, I'm just checking the calculation from my end. Okay, I'm sorry, I made a mistake over here. This is I square into R. This is 3 square into 8, that is 8 ohm resistance, and this will be 36 square into R, that is 4 ohm, that is into 4. I am sorry, I made a mistake over there. This will be the R2, that is 4 ohm resistance. If we just multiply into this 36 into 4, so it comes 140 watt. Okay, now I hope you have understood how I have calculated the power developed. We have I1 is equal to, that is 9 is the current source, 9 ampere is going over there, that is 4 by 12, and this is 9 into 8 by 12, that is 3 ampere, and other is 6 ampere. So P1 is equal to, that's 3 square into 8, and this is 6 square into 4. So I have calculated is 72 watt and 140 watt. This is the final answer. So I hope you have understood. Now we are going to proceed towards the last numericals of this circuit analysis. So this will be the last numerical of this class. So we have to find the two resistance. So this is a question that our resistance of 10 ohm is in series with the parallel combination of two resistances of 15 ohm each. 15 ohm each, and the current supply current is 1.5 ampere, and and supply voltage or voltage source, we can tell, is 20 volt. So our resistance is in parallel. Our resistance is in parallel with the two 15 ohm resistance, 15 ohm parallel resistance, 15 ohm parallel resistance combination. So our resistance R is in parallel with the two parallel resistance combination. Find or what is the resistance R. So I hope you have understood the question, what the question is asking. That resistance is in series, that is the 10 ohm resistance. This is the 10 ohm resistance that is in series with the parallel combination of two 15 ohm resistances. So there are this 10 ohm resistance is in series with the parallel combination of two 15 ohm resistance. There are two 15 ohm resistance. So here will be the supply current. Here is the supply current, that is 1.5 ampere, and here is the voltage source, that is 20 volt. So now the question is asking, our resistance is in parallel with the two parallel resistance combination. This two parallel resistance combination, there is other resistance, this other unknown resistance that is connected in parallel with this. So we have to finally calculate this resistance. So I hope you have understood what the question is asking. So now we'll proceed with the numericals to solve this. So we know that V is equal to IR. So we just take this voltage, V is equal to I into R. So we are taking this voltage source, that is 1.5 ampere into 10 ohm resistance, that is 15 volt. So now we calculate this value. We just calculate this I3. So what will be the other current? This other current over here. So this current will be 15 ampere. This will be same, minus 15 ampere of, now we take these two resistances, that is one is 20 volt and other is 15 volt. So overall resistance will be 20 minus 15 is equal to 5 volt. If the voltage source will be 5 volt over here. So now we take here I is equal to V by R. So voltage is V, that is 5 divided by 15. Again same goes for this also, plus 5 divided by 15. So if we calculate here 1.5 we can write as 2 by 3 minus of, if we just cross multiply this 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. So I'm sorry, 1.5 will be 3 by 2, not 2 by 3. I'm really sorry for that. It's 3 by 2. Okay, so now we calculate 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3. So we just take the LCM over here, that is 3 into 2, 6, 9 minus 4, that is 5 by 6 ampere. So here we have to calculate the resistance over there, resistance. So we know R is equal to this I, that is V by I. That is now voltage source. What will be the voltage source over here? Voltage will be 5 volt, we have calculated. So is a 5 minus of 5 by 6. So we just do the cross multiplication. 6 by 5 is cross multiplied is equal to 6 ohm, and this is the final answer. So I hope you have understood how I've done the total calculation for this entire question. This V is equal to I into R. Our supply current is going 1.5 ampere, and this resistance is 10 ohm. So 1.5 into 10, that is 15 voltage. So I is equal to, we are just taking 1.5 ampere minus, and we know I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R. So we have just taken this value, voltage how, because a 20 volt, and here the voltage developed is 5 volt, because 20 and this is 15, 20 minus 15 is equal to 5. So we have just put here 5 divided by resistance is 15, 5 by 15 plus 5 by 15, it will be 1 by 3. We have just done the full calculation, and LCM I is equal to 5 by 6 ampere. And now we take the resistance, R is equal to V by I. Voltage source in this circuit is 5 voltage, divided by 5 by 6, we do the calculation, is 6 ohm is the final resistance, and this is the answer. So I hope you have understood how we have calculated all the numericals which came in the dedicated freight corridor examinations for executive electrical. And so this was the last numerical which I have solved just now, and the last date of the freight corridor exam has been extended till 23rd of July. So the candidates who have not filled up, so you can fill up by 23rd July. So I hope you have understood all the numericals. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe it. And so all the best for all the candidates, and thanks for joining us. I'm Avro. So till next time, keep on studying. Thanks very much.